Alright, today is the day. It's Me, Billy has dropped on the YouTubes. I've been kind of following this for quite some time. It was a project out there by Dave McCrae, who co-directed it with Bruce Dale. Hopefully I said your name right, man, I'm sorry. I'll watch Dave's channel from time to time. I get some funny stuff on there. Live streams are a lot of fun. And I've been following this fan film he's doing, It's Me, Billy, which is a Black Christmas fan film. I'm a big fan of the first one. I reviewed it a couple years ago during the Christmas time, and I also shat on the quote-unquote remake from 2019. I have not watched the 2006 remake, Black Xmas. But I'm going to correct that because that's going to be the next To Be Tuesday. Yep. Pepsi Blue, anyone? Sorry, I'm thirsty. You know. So cold. Check and see my tongue's blue. Anyway, I'm going to do something I don't normally do. It's only every once in a while, I think, because I want you to see this. I'm going to start with a spoiler-free review. And then after my rating, I'll get into the spoilers because I need to. So first and foremost, this movie is shot fantastically. Shot very well. I mean, it looks fantastic. Like, the crane shots or drone shots nowadays, I guess. Drone shots, very good. And snowy house and stuff like that. The way they shoot Billy, for the most part, is very good. There's sometimes you can see who it is. Like, I could tell who was playing Billy. I mean, I know who's doing the voice. Obviously, Dave's doing the voice as a professional voice actor, and he is just fantastic. It gave me goose pimples. The voice. It's like I was watching the original one again. For some story here, it revolves around the granddaughter of Jess from the original Black Christmas film. She and her friends are going to her grandmother's house for one last time before her dad sells it. And they encounter Billy. That's all I'll say about plot details. For them, I really enjoyed this. I think this is probably the best fan film I've seen. And I've seen both of those. Jason, what was it? Never Hike Alone, that was good. Never Hike in the Snow, that was even better. I think this one tops both of those. It was fantastic. It was shot well. It was acted really well. Sometimes you get actors in a fan film and then they're just like... But what they did fantastic. The lead actress, Victoria, I think her name is, I don't know her last name, I'm sorry. Is it Victoria DeMeo? I'm sorry if I've mispronounced your name. She is fantastic in this. And there's not a lot of blood or anything. There's callbacks to the original, of course. I think I missed a couple scenes because I was also... What was I doing? I was up. I went to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom to take a piss. I should have paused it. And I think I missed something because... I'll get to that in the spoiler, but because I missed something and then something else happened, I was like, what? If I do have to nitpick, which I don't want to, there's one character that's introduced that it ends up with the twist in the end of this, and when it come to the twist, it wasn't like the entire 45-minute or whatever leading up to this part, I knew it. It's just... When this particular scene happened, I'll get to it in my spoiler section, and they showed this person was there, I was just like, okay, I know what's going on here. But I won't, what I do like, though, is that they don't go into explaining too much. Like, after the original film, you're wondering, okay, who is this Billy guy? What is going on? How did, The one thing they didn't explain is, like... Okay, so at the end of the original film, which I know they can't really explain it because it's not going to be canon, but like The original film, Jess is left in the house, locked in there, with Billy still in the attic. Are you trying to tell me that Billy just let her go? And now, 50 years later, he's coming after her granddaughter. I don't know. That's a little iffy. I guess you have to have some give and take with that because you can't just spell it out. I mean, obviously, if it was a direct sequel, she would probably be tangling with him in the opening scene. But it's not direct, like taking place right afterwards. You know, if they made it's unofficial. I hate to use the word unofficial. It's a fan film. You know, if they made an official sequel to it, which I'm shocked they never actually did with the way they left off, but I think they would take more, liberties with what's going on with the characters, like with Billy and her left in there. They don't explain it, and that's fine. I think that's fine. I think we don't need to know too much, and they do a great job of not telling us too much. They give us a little things here and there, introduce this character here, the actor who plays Billy, whoever he may be, does a fantastic job. Like I said, there is one scene, they do the iconic eye scene from the original, and that's why that's who it is. I'll get to that in my spoiler, but it is fantastic. This film is fantastic, and if you didn't realize, this movie's going straight to the moon. It is fantastic. To the moon. 10 out of 10 for me. It is fantastic. I recommend it. Please go watch it. And now I'm giving you a spoiler warning. Spoiler warning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's talk spoilers. So, like I mentioned, I think I missed something when I went to take a piss because when I sat back down, he was going to kill the African American friend, and you see this, you hear the stabbing and stuff. You don't see a lot of gore, which is good, and then she's screaming, and you only see our main character Sam. I'm like, what about the other girl? And it is a little bit of a nitpick, like, oh, she can't hear because she's listening to music. That's such an overused cliche, but I get what they're doing. So I appreciate what they did there. This is like, I respect what they did. Appreciate's the wrong word. I respect what they did with that. But yeah, and then she's dead. And they do the thing where she goes up into the attic and she sees her friend in the chair, much like the one from the first film, but she had the thing on her face in the original. And we see that again. The other friend got strangled with the thing. I don't know if they showed it because, like I said, I'm going to take a piss. But that's great. And now the character. There's this character who's like a friend of her grandma's, I guess, supposedly. And we meet her at the beginning of the film, and she gives him the keys to the house and everything. And Sam comes running out of the house in the middle of the fucking night because this guy is after her. She runs out, and there's a car on the road, and it just so happens to be this woman. And when it's her, I'm going, Wait, let's back up a little minute. The death scene with the girl, with the African American woman, or African Canadian. They might all be Canadian because there's a film in Canada. But that's when I do the eye thing, and that's when I'm like, oh, that's Dave. That's Dave. I could tell from the eye that was Dave. If it wasn't him, then obviously he got someone that looked like Dave to do it. Maybe it was misleading on purpose. I don't know, but I could tell that was Dave. But did a very good job with the role, Dave. Fantastic, as a matter of fact. It's fantastic. It's fantastic all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. I had a voice too, but not near as good as Dave, let me tell you. What was I? So when this woman picks her, just so happens to be in the car that is driving by as she's running outside the house, I went, no, she's in on it. she's in on it. And then she calls her like Mrs. Crane or something like that. And she goes, call me Agnes. And I went, oh, she's fucked. Because you don't remember from the original, Billy kept talking about, Agnes and stuff like that. And that kind of, like, most people, I don't know, might say that, because, like, the whole thing with the 2006 remake, because I watched reviews on it, people say that they didn't like that they made Agnes a real person. It was implied in the original that it was just made up or in his head. But here, there's actually an Agnes. And even before she says her name is Agnes, she said, I live with my brother down the road. And I'm like, well, you're not. And she's like, Mrs. Crane. And she's like, call me Agnes. I'm like, oh, you're fucked. Yeah, she's fucked. And, so she gets knocked out, and then that's when they show the other friend with the bag on him. I'm like, very nice, very nice. And they have the Christmas music playing, and I'm like, is that it? Is that the end? No, there's one more scene. They take her to this room where you hear Billy talking in the background, and then she's thrown in this room, and you hear chains rattling, and she turns around, and we get what do you call that? A POV shot of someone moving up to her, and she goes, Grandma? And I was like, what? Because, like, they kept saying throughout this film that she had died. And, they may, if they plan on doing a sequel to this, which I don't know. I don't know if they screwed the pooch on it. Not to say screwed the pooch, but they showed a picture of the actress. I don't remember her name. I want to say Audrey, but that was her character on Stephen King's It. But the actress who played her... Wait, I have the DVD right here. Hold on, let me look. If I can remember. Name. Let's see. No, none of the thing. None of the thing. Nope. Nope, it's not on there. But they have a picture of the actual actress. And it actually looks as if it could be an actual picture taken. Not a production picture, Halloween 4 or Critters 2. Alright, looks like an actual picture that someone could have taken. Not, and maybe they're not screwing the pooch. Maybe they did get her to take that picture because they're setting up for her to come back in the next one. Who knows? I would love that. I thought she was great in the original. But, yeah, this is really good. It's only like 40 minutes long, 42 minutes with the credits. It's a pretty good film. I recommend it. Watch it on YouTube. It's on Dave's channel. Just search Dave McCray or It's Me, Billy. You'll find it. It's there. Watch it. It's real good. So, you already know my rating, and that's that. So what are your thoughts if you've seen it? What are your thoughts on It's Me, Billy? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one. Push the button.